In Wake Up Money, now is a great time to buy a new home, and doing it at the end of the year can include tax benefits, but do you still have time to do it before the new year? Joining us this morning is Chris Schilling of Turbo Realty to explore that option. And so should someone who is looking to buy a home, we'll rehash the question again, should they take advantage before the end of the year?
It's a great time to buy. I mean, the interest rates are really low, around 4%. And there's inventory available, so it's a good time to consider buying.
And what are the tax benefits if you do it before the end of the year?
Well, you get to file for if it's going to be your principal residence, you're able to file for your, as a homeowner, as an occupant, so you get a homestead exemption from the state of Texas. And so it's about a 15 to 20% break on your taxes, so it's real money. It can be hundreds of dollars a month in savings on your taxes. And
then also the interest rates. Pretty good right now.
Gosh, they're at 4%. We haven't seen these kinds of rates in the last 50 years. So interest rates are really, really low, about 1% over prime, so about 4.25% we're seeing rates. And that's on a 30-year fixed. So it's a great time to consider because the rates, can only go up from here.
And then is it a good time to sell a home as well?
Yeah, there's lots of buyers out there. It's a misnomer, we think, because of the holidays and there's just not an opportunity to sell a home. But really, you've got about 30 days before the end of the year. We've got lots of buyers that are out there. There's lots of folks that are transferring. So it's a great time to consider putting your house on the market because there are buyers out there.
And I would make sure I listed all the tax benefits, too, like on a big poster right when they walk in,
Yeah, you bet. Between the interest rate and the taxes, it's a great time to consider selling.
And then finally, any other tips for us this morning before we let you go?
Really, the biggest thing is that, make great pictures on the property. Make sure that you're answering the phone. Make sure that you make it available. Because what we do find is that, because people are home for the holidays, they've got a lot of free time on their hands, and so they're going to be looking at properties. They're going to be out there, showing the new houses to their friends and their family that may be in town and so there's a great opportunity to now, convince them to buy. We got people transferring from all the oil companies, so business is good here in Houston. So it's a great time to consider buying and selling.
And then as far as, I know that we've talked about this before, but since people are home for the holidays, this might be a good time to touch on it again. What can you do to make your property a little more appealing to people that are going to check it out, especially during the holidays?
Well, the hard part is that you have to make it available because, that means that everybody has to get out of the house. And so a lot of folks will not do that, and they'll miss an opportunity to sell the house because, they don't want to get everybody out. So be flexible during these holidays because people that are out looking during the holidays, generally, they're not tire kickers. They're pretty serious about it. I've got folks that are moving here from France, working for Schlumberger, so we've got a lot of folks that are moving in. We had more jobs here in Texas than anywhere else. In Texas, we had more jobs than the rest of the country combined. So there's lots of jobs, there's lots of benefits to being a buyer and a seller right now.
All right, thanks so much. Chris Schilling from Turbo Realty. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
And let's talk about some jobs here. Time now for this morning's Job Shop Job of the Day. The Dan L. Duncan Cancer Center at Baylor College of Medicine is looking for a software developer. Applicants must be able to code, test, and debug programs that manage clinical and translational cancer research data. At least 4 years of directly related professional experience is needed. To apply for today's Job of the Day, head on over to myfoxhouston.com and click on Job Shop.